Hello and welcome to the first new episode of the Shaftlands Server Newsflash. This is SRJ26 and I will be coming to you hopefully every week with an update on stuff going on in the Shaftlands. So without further ado, I'm going to show you some news going on about the animal pens. So let me take you down there. So I'm standing out here in a rainstorm with the sound turned down so you can actually hear me because I want to show you the new improvement done at the animal pens right behind me. Let's go over and take a quick look. You may notice that the buildings are taller. Well, we had a long-standing problem with people coming in and killing the animals, so we have reworked them. Not the animals, but the pens. Now we are explicitly telling people, do not kill the last two animals here. Wiping out the pen is not allowed. And when we go in, we will see that right now we happen to have two. If you were to come in and kill these two, you would get in trouble with, well, with me, because I would have to come in and deal with it. So, if you want to take animals, you've got to breed them and then leave two and take two and start a new farm of your own. It is no longer a place to just kill things willy-nilly. And you'll notice that there is a strange hatch and a source of water, not just for the animals to be able to drink from, but because they don't actually drink, but because we have installed backup animals in the attic of each pen so that we can repopulate our pens with minimal effort. But that does not mean that it is okay to wipe out the pen. Wiping out the pen is still not allowed. It just means that it will be a lot easier for moderators to get involved and actually help. So if we jump up here, you can see there's a bunch of pigs in there. And yeah, that's the news about the animal pens. So please take animals out and go start your own farms, but no longer kill them. And if you find them wiped out, let us know, because we are now in a position where we can do something about it. So that is all there is to say about that. Back to me. Welcome back. One of the things I'm going to try to tell you about each week are some of the highlights of stuff going on the engine forums. You should all be on the forums regularly, because that's where we basically talk about and plan stuff for the server, and the more activity here, the better as far as I'm concerned. One of the things I spotted this past week on the forums is a discussion about putting in a space program. This looks like it will be a mega amazing super TNT people launcher and mob launcher and stuff launcher. And I think it's going to be put in at the Gimpettes, the Gimpies compound. So keep your eye out for that. It'll be pretty cool once it gets built, and definitely get on the forums, because if there's an interesting post each week, I will try to comment on it here on the Newsflash. I'd like to take a moment to welcome a few new players to the server. Welcome Alex Bridges and 404632. And also Clockwork and Nate TGG. I hope you have fun in the Shaftlands, and welcome. One more bit of news I need to relate is that Zanman1 has stepped down from the position of moderator. We will miss him dearly. He did great service to the community, and if he ever gets to a point where he has time to participate as a moderator again, well, we would love to have you back. Until then, he will be a VIP, and I hope we see him playing on the server as much as possible. So thank you for your service, Zan, and we will hopefully see you back amongst the mods soon. Until then, be well, and thank you so much. Every week I'm going to show off the most active player on the server at the time of the recording, and this week it is Jeff Gwathny. Congratulations, Jeff. Keep up the great work. Every week I will be going over which of the hosts have been on most recently. I don't know if we want to call the one that has been on most recently the King of the Shaftlands, or the one that's been away for the longest, the Biggest Loser. But to start off, let me just give you the current status on which hosts have been on. The most recent host sighting on the Shaftlands was Brent. Brent was on 16 days, 16 hours, and 8 minutes ago. Brent is followed up closely by Afro Monkey, who is on 16 days, 16 hours, and 51 minutes ago. Next up is Maz, who is last on 2 months, 24 days, and 1 hour ago. And that means the biggest loser is Eric Fullerton. We love you, Eric, but you haven't been on Shaftlands in 3 months, 12 hours, and 41 minutes. Come on, dude. Get with the program. We miss ya. That's all for this week, and next week I will let you know if any of them have actually shown their faces. We would love to see them, so cross your fingers. Every week we like to thank the sponsors of the Shaft. Without you guys, the Shaft could not continue. Thank you, Empty Heart, for your donation, and Cold Ankles as well. And believe it or not, Cold Ankles apparently donated twice. So thank you again, Cold Ankles, and thank you, Cindy K. Without your help, well, it would be a lot harder to get the podcast done. Thank you so much. So that concludes this first broadcast. Thank you very much for watching. If you have stuff you'd like me to cover, leave a comment in the YouTube video, and please do use the forums and let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what I should do differently. I am also doing other Shaftlands videos in my Shaftlands Shenanigans series, so if I show stuff there, I may not show it here. But if you want to see everything going on in the Shaftlands, there's a lot of different videos to watch. So go to the forums and definitely scour them and get all the Shaftlands content you can get, because it's good stuff. Thank you for watching, and with any luck, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.